Scorpio, welcome to your monthly reading here on the Astroflower for October. Happy birthday to all you Scorpios having your birthday at the end of this month. There is eclipse at the end of the month as well, which is a lunar eclipse, which has to do with the heart and crown chakra. You'll be going into that on Cymatic TV. There's also the solar eclipse next week, which will also be featuring on Cymatic TV, our sister channel, all to do with energy. And it will be interesting to see what comes out in this petal here and this petal here. So basically we've got the overall energies, we've got the karmic message for your relationship side, the karmic message for your financial side. Then week 1, 2, 3 and 4 basically as we go forward. There is also the competition, and I will be telling you about that just before we start doing the clarification with the light seers cards. Okay, thank you very much for being here, by the way, Scorpio. It is so much appreciated. One last thing, according to the Astroflower, you are in your autumn period, in this period, just going up to your birthday, basically, in the last month before your birthday. Just like a tree, it's your sap is going down within you, and you know, energy may just sort of flow a little bit less, you know, heightened or not so quick. So, you know, sometimes you can feel a little bit tired. This is a month really to look after yourself, to pamper yourself, as it were. Okay? So, yes, I'd be very attentive about that. It's also a week where we put the final details on the coming year, the plans for the coming year, basically. And certainly to do with our spirit and our emotions. Let's just get on that anyway. Let's see what's going on in your first... on the overall energies here, you get the Queen of Pentacles, a beautiful card, assurance. It's a Capricorn card, and it's all to do with assurance and just knowing where you're going, basically. And I think this is what this month is all about. This month here, running up to your birthday, even if your birthday is in some point in November, you're still, by the end of this month, you're still going to be getting into tying up the loose ends of the projects that you want to be doing in the coming year. And if you do tie them up, you know that they will happen in one form or another. And it's that manifestation sort of aspect about it this month here, which is bringing you assurance in the sense that you know where you're going. And the overall energy is trying to bring that out to you. And bring that clarification to you, which is really, really nice. On your relationship side, wow, we start off with aces again. Take that crown. Take it. Take it. It's all yours, Scorpio. It's the idea of winning in every single direction. And that's what a royalty does. When they are crowned, they're crowned dominion over lots of different things. And this is what the Ace of Swords is about. It's that clarity of vision that's giving you the sensation of you are winning in all the senses. And that's on your karmic path. That's why clarity has got to be done through your reasoning of what you want to experience in the coming year. It's a really important part of the year. In the first week, it is you get the Seven of Wands here. Yeah, I think you have to be a little bit robust about what you want. I think you need to be a little bit more sort of, not necessarily cocky, but sort of just to sort of say, yeah, you know, this is what I want and this is what I'm going to get. That sort of attitude, and heading in a way, making sure it's just absolutely, you know, perfect for you, basically. Because you're going to be following that 1-1 there. That is your pathway to go. And I think I think it starts to become evident within you. And it's like the reasoning in the first week. You've got to reason with yourself so you get a real clear vision of where you want to go. And, you know, although you may listen to the outside voices, you know, to other people around you, I think there's a degree that you need to follow your path, basically. In the second week, and this is the eclipse week, and change of fortunes, I think it's because you've decided you're staying true to who you are. You're staying true to your values. And this generates a whole change of scenario around you because people see you in a different way. Because you have positioned in a particular way. And when you position yourself, that then forces other people around you to position as well. And once everybody's positioned, it's very clear about where you should be going. And that's, if you position well, you are going to get that crown. You're going to get that sort of victory within your relationships. And I think it's more than one here. I think it's more, not that you're with more than one person, but I think these relationships could be also concerning your friends, your family, your community. I don't think it's just one-to-one here. I think it concerns a lot of different people. This is into the third week. So this is into the start of your birthday season. And what could be better than a call to mission? This is where you've passed, you've learned it, you've understood it, you know where you're going, you're kicking it into gear with the Wheel of Fortunes. And then by the third week, a lot of you will be heading off down that pathway. You are getting on your horse and driving. And that white horse there symbolizes energy as well. So energy is going to be carrying you on here. And in the third week, you'll feel very energized about what you want to achieve within your relationships. And I would use that energy in order to propel you forward. Just the joy of living, just the joy that is around you gives you a sort of a little bit of a skip in your step, as it were. And in the fourth week, that's where you take that crown. You crown yourself, and this is beautiful because this is with the lunar eclipse. Now the lunar card is obviously a Scorpio card, and with the lunar eclipse, it's going from the crown chakra through to the heart chakra, and I think you're crowning your heart basically here, Scorpio. In the fourth week, it's almost like kind of going, and here I am. You know, you've really got it. You've really got it completely. You're sitting in a position of authority. There is no doubt about it here in the fourth week, and it plays beautifully into your energy coming back into your life, which happens in the winter period. You know, a tree grows loads in a winter period. It grows its roots because it needs to do a lot more roots for the new branches that turn up for the following year. So, you know, it's very good. Very, very good for you. On your financial side, Queen of Swords. Got the Queen of Pentacles, and now you got the Queen of Swords. You're taking a direction within your career path, within your business, your projects, whatever it is. You've chosen to take a direction, and that comes out of logical judgment, basically, of the situation and the scenario that is around you, and what best suits you physically and logically, rather than emotionally. And just following off in that direction there, and that's where you're developing a whole new path. It could be developing a new business for you as well, or it could be developing a career path for you. But whatever it is, you're this month here, your karmic mission is to start instigating stuff within your financial world around you, manifesting your future. This is in the first week of October here. So this is where you start the manifestation. This is where you're collecting all the elements on those tables there. They've got the cup, the pentacle, the wands, and also the swords as well. And using all of those elements that are around you, you can start manifesting the future that you so desire. And I think this is where you start. The first week is where you get the ideas within you and knowing how to do it within you, of how to manifest your absolute future. And it's going to come in very quickly, apparently, with that Chariot card that just fell out. So yeah, I think the first week is you start learning to manifest it. In the second week, Temperance, converting ideas into something productive. Mulling things over in order to get that. That's why it's temperance is patience as well. You know, she's pouring that water between two cups, and it seems like you're mulling things over, you know, that sort of thing. And it's how, I think it's to do with this manifestation, basically. I think the first week is a very vibrant week for you, where you realize a lot of things. And then in the second week is, okay, how do I take this forward? How do I best develop this situation within my career path or my business or my job or whatever it is? And I think this is where you start realizing that you can convert things into good vibrations for you. This is the third week. It's been hitting a lot of people, the third week. You're getting off very lightly compared with other signs that I've done, to be honest. When I said here, you've taken the emotions out of the situation on your karmic path with this card here, right? You're making a logical decision. And this logical decision is not without emotional consequences. And I think you feel it in this third week. And it could be a case of, say, like selling a house that you love, but you know you've got to go forth. You know you've got to go forward. You know you've got to sell the house. You know, there's a whole new chapter opening up in your life. That sort of thing. It's like taking on a new job, so you're having to leave some work colleagues behind that you really like. That sort of thing. I don't think it's a major sort of heartbreaking thing. It's emotional more than anything else, I think, in the third week. But I think this is where your karmic message has got to come into play. You've got to have control over those emotions, and once you do, I think you'll get past it with flying colours. Let's put it that way. In the fourth week, this is where you taking that wand there and heading on in the direction that is good for you. And when you do follow this pathway, that's when you automatically create healthy boundaries around you, which trigger you to stop you from doing certain things. And I think here is the healthy boundaries is your emotions. When you're dealing with money or the material world and stuff like that, sometimes it's good to put your emotions into it. Yes, I do agree. Yeah, or when you're actually doing it more than anything else, creating and building that business. But when you're down to negotiating and stuff like that, that's when your emotions need to be in check. And I think here is there's a lot of negotiation, a lot of positioning for you in this month here. I think it's a little bit tricky for you financially. I don't think it's tricky for you financially. No, that's not what I meant. I think it's tricky for you for your career path and your business path and stuff like that. It's advancing, but not as quickly as you want. And that's what may be causing also the emotional sort of stress and strains in the third week. And it gives you I think it puts you in a position where you can have a lot more control over your destiny in regards to your finances and your material world. We're going to clarify now with the Light Seers card. But before we do, let's just let me just give you an update on the competition that we're running on this channel here, so you can know how to get involved. So, competition time. You will be able to win a half-an-hour reading with myself. There's one available per week. And in order to enter into the competition, it's very simple. You need to be subscribed, obviously. But at the same time, we're asking you to comment on the premiere of particular signs over the next 4 weeks. It's very simple. We're keeping it into elements. So we've got earth, water, fire and air, obviously. We start off with the first week, which goes into earth. So what we're doing is asking people to comment the moment it goes out on premiere, starting with the earth signs, and as I say, going through the other elements as we go along. There is a on this side here, there is a list of the weeks that are for each particular sign. So if you just leave a message saying competition, we will answer that, so it be acknowledged that you've made that comment. I will be live during these videos for live chat, as it were. So I will recognise the comments that you've made, and we will then contact the winner, who will be taken like a lottery out of everybody, and contacting the person for a half an hour reading. And as I say, there's one available per week, so that's 4 in a month, half an hour readings. So yes, you will be informed. I will keep it informed regularly over here during the readings over the next week and a half, so then you can get involved in the competition as well. It would help us out enormously, because it will help the other signs to grow as well, and because the algorithm in YouTube is not really helping us. I don't know why. You'd have to ask YouTube. I don't really know why, but you'd have to ask YouTube. So it doesn't really help out. So this is where we need the Astroflower family to help us out. It would really do us a favour to try and get the other signs rolling on, as it were. Okay, in the meantime, let's get on with your reading. So Scorpio, I'll see you in the competition. Maybe I'll see you for a reading. Right, let's get on with the Queen of Pentacles. You have got the Four of Swords. I think this, knowing where you're going, having that clarity of vision, knowing what you're putting in your foot into regards to both on your relationship side, but also on your financial side. I think there is a lot of assurance that does come out of this, especially at the end. And I think it gives you healing all the way through. I think it makes you feel at one with yourself, because you've gone through, it looks like you're going to be going through a little bit of a test in a way. I mean, it's like the universe is testing you in a way to see whether you've got the gumption to do what you want to do. And keeping a control over your emotions is going to be really beautiful. And that's what that Four of Swords does. You know, you got the heart there. You're healing that sort of emotional side of your life. And I do think it's more within your financial than anything else. On your relationship side, you get the Five of Swords. You get the Five of Pentacles, sorry, with the Ace of Swords. If you're going to want this crown, if you're going to really want it, be wary of your weaknesses, basically, within your relationships, and weaknesses that you almost self-sabotage yourself with. I think that's what's got to be important. I think you've got to believe in it. Sometimes, you know, when things start working really well, I'm a Capricorn, so we're really sort of like, we like it hard. We don't like it easy for some reason. And sometimes you kind of go, when it's going really well, you kind of think, oh, there's something bad that's going to happen. And that's that sort of thing that could be happening for you. And you just need to be a little bit wary of it, basically. With the Seven of Wands, you get the Page of Pentacles. Yes, this is this new journey that I was talking about, this starting of a new journey of you, of realizing where you should be going. And you don't need to defend it, you just need to live it. You need to incarnate that mission or that direction that you feel that you should be taking. And once you do, that's when you can start sowing the seeds for future rewards in your relationships, according to who you are, that self-value and etc. I think it will bring a lot of luck to you as well, a lot of chance in the first week. Because you've given yourself clarity. That's what it seems to be in the first week. In the second week, you have the Wheel of Fortune with the Three of Pentacles. This changing fortune is because of the good quality work that you've done, Scorpio, on yourself. That you've realised your pathway. This is what you should be taking as in a pathway going forward. And as you've taken this pathway, that's what's going to generate those change of fortunes. But also because of the good positioning that you are doing, it's going to bring people into your life that can connect with you on a very physical sense, which also, who has also positioned themselves nicely. So you'll find yourself with the relationships being a lot clearer, a lot more honest, a lot more straightforward, with no hidden agendas and stuff like that. And that's what's going to breed that idea of kind of going, right, let's head off on this mission. The Knight of Swords with the Knight of Swords. Yeah, in the third week here, and this is the first week of your birthday season, Scorpio, and it starts with a bang, with a realization of this pathway that you should be going down, and I think that comes out in the second week there, and now you really start heading off in that direction. It could be that someone, a knight in shining armor, is coming into your life to help you do this, or you could be that knight in shining armor that is actually just doing it for you. And I think that's really, really good. With the Emperor card, and this is where you really start crowning yourself, you get the Four of Wands. Could be a marriage. This is a marriage card where it's a celebration between two people, and it's the Four of Wands. So you get Two of Wands, which is the planning by one person, and then another Two of Wands, which is the planning by another person, which unifies together. And that's what the celebration is about. It's going from one dimension to another. It's putting into action your plan with other people. And I think that comes in there with that beautiful sort of combination with other people. And you get crowned. You can almost sort of say that is like a ring that you need to put on your finger. And that's what the Emperor, as you are doing. You're confirming your owning your sort of environment that is around you. You are the emperor of your empire in a very physical sense, and this means connecting with other people that are around you in a really beautiful way. Let's just see what's going on your financial side. You have the Queen of Swords with the Three of Wands. Yeah, I think here is like you've chosen a direction. And I know what you're like, Scorpio. When you get a bee in your bonnet and when you choose a direction, no one's going to take you off it. There's just, that's why Taurus is your opposite. It's almost as if like, you're ploughing on into it. And this three of Wands here, it's just sort of saying to you, just be gentle with your emotions. Allow the different waves of reality to come in and recognize which wave is good for you, basically, that doesn't cause you too much stress and strain, and that'll help you get through that blip in the third week, which is a bit of emotionally imposing, let's put it that way. In the first week, you get the Two of Pentacles. Manifesting what works for you, basically, what's actually working in your life around you at the moment. And I think that's a really good thing. The moment you start doing that and recognizing what is working, that helps you in manifesting what you want in the future. That plays into that whole idea of that Queen of Pentacles there, of knowing where you're going. So in this first week is, yes, starting to recognize how you can manifest an absolutely beautiful future. But at the same time, recognizing what works and what is possible to manifest is really important. With the Temperance card, you get the Eight of Swords. This is this opportunity that's coming in here, I think, of what you're manifesting. And it's making you think twice, 3, 4 times. And that will give you that sensation of feeling stuck. That's why I think you need to be patient with yourself. You need to be, I wouldn't rush into things. And I think it's important here to stop, to look, to take stock of the situation. This is the eclipse reading as well that's coming through here. So for your fundamental desires and how you put them into place. And I think this is where you're working it out. And it does cause you a little bit of emotional strain. And it could be emotional strain kind of saying, I've now got to go ahead and do it. Oh my God, am I going to be able to do it? Am I going to be able to do it? Yeah, I think you are. I think you are, Scorpio. Yeah, look at that. Happiness after difficulty. I think this is a real blip, and I think it's it's a little bit in the doubt, and I think these doubts are non-founded. That's why you get healing out the whole sort of situation. But it does give you clarity going forward. It does help you to see the weaknesses in the situation, in the job or the business or the projects that you're doing. Also the weaknesses within yourself, emotional weaknesses and etc. But whatever it is that difficulty before happiness. And then after that, with the Nine of Wands, you get the Moon card. The Moon card is you. It's a Scorpio card. It's seeing the light through emotions. So basically, Scorpio, you are 2/3 water at the top and 1/3 air at the bottom, basically. And that's what that card is showing here. You've got the 2/3 water and 1/3 air. And this is how your logic or how your mental stuff plays out through your emotions. And this is where the healthy boundaries come into place. I think as much for yourself, as much for the world around you, for the situation that is around you. Whatever it is, you are getting, you're bossing it up in a way, in a sense that you're not going to suffer fools gladly here. And you're going to really own the situation because you're going to be cautious about it. You're going to be very in tune with your emotions, and you're going to use those emotions in a way that's going to help you to drive forward towards your dreams and your goals, basically. There you go, Scorpio. Thank you very much for being here. Really do appreciate it. Really do appreciate all the support you give to this channel. It's absolutely amazing. Don't forget about the competition. As I say, the dates will be coming up alongside me for the earth signs to start with. Then we go into the waters, and then we go into the fires and the airs. Once a week there is a opportunity to win a half-hour reading with myself. Okay, so yes, thank you very much for being here. I hope you have a lovely October, and happy birthday to all of you having your birthday at the end of this month. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.